And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. So the Philadelphia Phillies are in position to sweep this three-game series with a win. So Chris, what's their mindset heading into today?
Yeah, looking to go 3 for 3, Boog. They've already won the series, and now they can really leave their mark. It's all about having confidence, and that's what a team takes away from a sweep. So they're happy to win the series, but they'll really be riding high tomorrow with the win today.
First pitch coming your way next. So, almost ready to get underway. And starting on the mound for the Rays, Nick Martinez. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
The shortstop takes the ball. Turner with 4 runs batted in his last game. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Love seeing someone drive in a bunch of runs like he did, Bird. Doing that consistently, you let your teammates know they can count on you to come through when the team needs it most.
Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, it happens.
Brandon Marsh, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Marsh checks his swing, appeal to third, and that's a swing according to umpire Matthew Ross. In the air to left down the line. Palacios flying after this one. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 1 down, base is empty. And a curve misses outside. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Bryce Harper now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
0-2.
2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. Laser could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
Mullins has a beat on it. He's there. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Philadelphia. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. Back after this on the show. Back now in Tampa Bay. Today's starting pitcher, Christopher Sanchez. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Strike one. Sanchez, an all-star a season ago. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch to play lately. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz. Hitless in the first two games of the series. He's 0 for 8. And a big swing and a miss. Runner at first with no outs here. Late that time, and it's strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Inside, and the count is 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Richie Palacios, the next to hit, takes ball one. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Walls, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Next offering is fouled back. And it goes just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next pitch misses inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Junior Caminero. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Throw over to first, and he's back in easily. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the third and final game of the series. Runner on the go. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Runner on the go again. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two outs. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Nothing in the Tampa first. On to the second now from Tropicana. Still 0-0. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Alec Bohm.
Bohm, 28 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Martinez back to work. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Line drive, makes the grab, 1 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And first offering is fouled off. No score here in the second. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Five foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Moving under it. Nabs it. 2 away.
Batting 7th, the catcher, JT.
Here comes Real Muto. It's interesting. He plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Up and in, 2-1. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Ground ball up the middle. Done. And that is that. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. Here's the left fielder, number 14.
The left fielder, Chandler Simpson.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
And he lays down a bunt. And that's a foul ball. Bunting for a hit. Has to barehand it, but no chance. That's an infield single.
This was the perfect spot to drop the bunt for a hit. I mean, he used his bat as a tool up there to direct the ball exactly where he wanted it to go, and looked smooth doing it at the same time. Really well done. And the defense right there stood no chance.
At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Ben Williamson, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Ball one there.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
There goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Safe and second, and that was not close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more. His timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And stepping in for the Rays, Oliver Dunn. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Check swing, went around, and that is strike 2.
2 strikes. One ball, 2
Squirts
strikes.
away a little bit. 1 out and a runner at second. He goes down looking.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Wow.
0-1.
That's not even close to the zone.
Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. Back here at Tropicana Field, now batting Max Kepler.
Max Kepler.
There's a strike. That one to first. He takes it on his own and 1 away in the top of the 3rd.
Batting none, the second baseman.
This is Bryson Stott. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and that's ball 1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
1 out, bases empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Trey Turner now.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Towards first, Diaz. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. No score. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. There's a strike. Mullins matched a homer in his last game. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, number 6. Shortstop, Taylor.
So the lineup flips over. Taylor Walls, the next to hit. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Fought off foul. And that one sliced foul. And that one moves his feet. One down, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
The first baseman, number 2,
Yandy Diaz. Next to hit for the Rays. Struck out swinging his first time. On the ground, right side. Stop. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for Tampa, and we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And that's in the dirt. Missing inside, 2-1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. That one misses. And now it's filled up 3-2. That's to third. And that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game.
All over that one right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
So Harper stands in. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who, this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Bangs off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. Safe at home as 2 score on the inside the park homer.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Came screaming off the bat. I'm sure exit velocity's off the charts. No doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly. So there was no fluke to that triple by any means.
Schwarber batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Hot shot to third. Over to Diaz. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. And now it's Alec Bohm. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
And that one is lifted in the air. Palacios makes the catch. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. And that one wrapped foul. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Top half of inning number 4. To third, Caminero. Slings to first, and Castellanos is out. That's the 3rd out. But they pick up a pair here, both coming on this 2-run triple. It's now a... Welcome back.
Leading off
and struggles
the
at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers.
Palacios.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Marsh makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down. Next to bat will be the Rays 4-hitter, Junior Caminero. 0 for 1 so far. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-1. The Rays down by a pair. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
And a 1-2. Ripped on a line. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Number 14 now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And the count is 0-2. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down that time. We're headed to the... Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Martinez back to work. That misses the zone. 1-0. On the corner for a strike. Hit in the air, right field. Palacios under it. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Max Kepler at the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. On the ground to the left. Slings to first in time.
Good two-seam action right there. Running away from the batter. Rolled over it. Got the ground out.
2 down. Base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Fly ball center field. Mullins settles under it. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Designated hitter, Ben Williamson.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Well, these Rays definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Just 3 pitches for the punch out right there. Very efficient, I'll say. And started him out with off-speed stuff on the first 2 strikes. And at that point as a hitter, it's hard to know what's coming 0-2. You want to stay back and try to be ready for something soft, but you also have to be able to hit the fastball. And if you are looking for something hard, it can be pretty tough to catch up to because you don't have a chance to time it. So he threw it right by him there and sent him packing.
Next pitch is outside.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
And a base hit up the middle. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning. Now for Tampa Bay, William Contreras. Grounded out his first time up. It's amazing. We get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Ball in the dirt, but kept close. Dunn stands at first with 1 out. Now snap throw to first. Back in safe, really close.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
And that finds the mark on the outside corner. Now 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Runner on the go. This ball's chopped on the ground. Throws to first in time. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Now batting, center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Stepping in, Cedric Mullins. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
0-1's the count.
Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2.
That's ball 2.
This one in the dirt. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Phillies 2, the Rays nothing. And we're back. Here's Turner now.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's what it was. If you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
So digging in, Brandon Marsh. And it's fouled away. And a swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Here's Bryce Harper. His righty-lefty splits there. That one ripped. That's back there. And that one's gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His 11th of the year. It's 3-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And that's in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Under it. Corrals it. And that is that. The Phillies add another on this solo homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back now in Tampa Bay. Stepping in as the switch hitting shortstop, Taylor Walls. That one the other way. He dives, but he can't make the catch. He beats the throw, and he's out at first.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base, regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Yandy Diaz next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Walls gets his lead at first with nobody out. This one smoked, could be trouble. Headed for the plate. He'll score.
Yeah, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Richie Palacios. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. The throw into second. He pulls into second. They pick up a run, and now it's a one-run game.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a big swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Christopher Sanchez out of the game, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Yoel Payams into the game.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Time asked for at the plate, and he gets it. With the tying run at second as the Rays try and punch back down a run. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Shortened the bunt and missed it, and it's 0-1. Bunt attempt popped up. To first, and runners at the corners after the infield single.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
2 on, 1 out. Next is the designated hitter, Ben Williamson.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
So now a pinch hitter, Jonathan Aranda.
Big at bat here, so looking for a better matchup with a left-handed bat.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Now the 0-1. Hard ground ball for a base stop. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single. It's 3-3.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
First and second, one out. Oliver Dunn will hit next. 1 for 2. Swings through that one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Swinging a foul out of play. And the right-hander deals. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Save! And the go-ahead runs at third.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Pinch hitter coming on, Stephen Kwan.
And this is a big at-bat coming, but definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Late swing, foul to the left. And that one fouled off.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. With the go-ahead run at third here in the bottom of the 6th. Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. 7th inning coming up, all tied up at 3 apiece. Nick Fortes, the new catcher now.
Now catching. Number 4.
And here comes Alec Bohm.
Nick Fortes.
There's the strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Just off the inside edge.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
To the right side, Dunn. Throws to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
The right fielder, number 8, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just
And now Kevin Cash out of the dugout and ready to make a move to the bullpen. On the mound now, Joe Boyle.
Home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
That's in there. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
And the slider just misses. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one is inside. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's down and away.
1 strike.
And it's even up. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Line to left. And it stays fair. Castellanos on his way to the plate. He scores and they have the lead.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read, and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
Max Kepler digs in now. That one fouled off. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 down. Bryson Stott getting ready to hit. Check swing and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Real Muto at second with 2 down. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is foul. Outside low, going to count 1 and 2.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. And a foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're watching Tampa Bay Rays baseball on The Show, Florida. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Orion Kirkery.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And leading up for the Rays,
1-run game, Cedric Mullins now at the plate. And that is out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. And the sweeper is in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
The batter, number 6, shortstop Taylor Walls.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Taylor Walls.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
On the ground, right side, and he handles it himself for the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is
an excellent
number
pace. 2, Yandy.
Now the number 2 hitter, Yandy Diaz. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jordan Romano up and throwing. Alvarado also throwing. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Phillies 4 and the Rays 3. Back here at Tropicana Field, ready to begin the 8th. Trey Turner at the plate. Boyle back to work. In the air, left side. Sizing this one up. And there's one down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Joe Boyle won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Pitching change here. Ian Seymour.
Number 61.
He's into the game with the bases empty.
Ian Seymour.
In the air, out to center, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
And he takes a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
That's a ball.
Now 1-1. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Now move to first. And he's back in safely. That's out to center field. Mullins settles under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Here comes Schwartz to the plate. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Marsh off of first with 2 away. That clips the zone, and that's strike 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Cuts at it and misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So a job well done by the Rays bullpen. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 4 and the Rays 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jose Alvarado.
Now
these are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Late swing, fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Matt Strom, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go.
Ball one.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this eighth inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Junior Caminero. Swings through that.
0-1.
Trying to hold a one-run lead here the bottom half of the eighth inning. And that one fouled off. On the ground to third. Zips it across. And that quickly, two away.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
Now the left fielder. And he drops it down the third baseline. And that's foul. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the eighth. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. Rays go in order. 1-2-3. Still down a run. It's 4-3. All set for the start of the inning. And digging in for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. And that one upstairs. And another ball. The next offering misses, and it's 3-0.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
He swings and fouls one off. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Okay.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Now a new pitcher for the Rays, Kevin Kelly.
49.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And a foul ball. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Rudder takes off to the left side, but it is well foul. And down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. And now it is JT Realmuto. Just missed. Boom. At first, one gone. And a foul ball. Swing and a pop-up. Drops into the glove. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Phillies 4 and the Rays 3. Matt Strom on to try and close it out.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Well, one-run game to the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jonathan Aranda. RBI single his last time up. On the ground to third. Over to first. Great pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Oliver Dunn next to hit for the Rays. 1 for 3. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. And fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Stephen Kwan. He's 0 for 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Trying to bunt his way on. Bare hand scoop, the throw, and this one is over. What a play to end the game.
Oh, you can see this team is feeling it right now. Look at the smiles, look at the high fives. They feel real good about this 3-game series sweep, and they get it done on the road. You talk about the confidence that can produce. Tell you what, they're riding high right now. It's a nice win in this game.
4-3 our final score, and the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long from Tampa Bay. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Let's jump right in with a player who's hit a bit of a rough patch lately. It's been an absolute ice-cold streak, Singy.
Yeah, Boo, but today could be his day to break out of it. A few swings, some luck, and maybe he'll get back on track. It's just about finding that rhythm.
First pitch coming your way next. Coming up on the first pitch and starting in this one, Drew Rasmussen. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200. On the year, it seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. His second of the year, and they jump out front. It's 1-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Oh, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
Sal Frelick, the next to hit. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And that's way high. Ball one. Rasmussen. When you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game one of this 3-game set. Headed towards the corner, Palacios. Long run on his horse. Can't get there. This one lands foul.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So, to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And now it'll be Christian Yelich. Right side. Whips it to first. Yelich is out. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Jackson Chourio.
Big time speed here, Boog. A guy with just terrific wheels and an absolute nightmare for opposing pitchers when he's on base. I mean, players like this who have elite speed, it's like disruptive technology on the base paths. Man, can't wait to watch him run.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Pulls that one foul. Drilled out towards left center field. DeLuca settles underneath it. He makes the grab, and that is that. Milwaukee strikes first on this solo jack. It's an early 1-0 lead. This is Rays baseball on the show, Florida. And we're back. And pitching in this game, D.L. Hall.
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, number 14. And he lays down a bunt. And that's just foul. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. In the dirt, Jansen down to first with it. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Batting second, the shortstop.
So up next, Jose Caballero. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Outside low, and the count 1-2. 1 out, base is empty. And a rope into center field, base hit. Yandy Diaz now.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
That misses, and that is ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Man at first, 1 away. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Yeah, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Jonathan Aranda will hit next. Good power, not great in the OBP department. That smash towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Junior.
All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing. But that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
The 0-1. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. That hits the dirt. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We head to the second here at Tropicana Field. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now here is Jackson Chourio. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expand a little bit with 2 strikes.
Garrett Mitchell stands in now and watches strike 1. And that one fouled off. Tied up here in the early going. Down the line. 2 up, 2 down.
The shortstop, Willie.
2 outs, base is empty. This is Willie Castro. Rasmussen, 29 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2018.
1-0.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
2 outs, base is empty.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
And that one popped in the air, left field. And that is that. We go to the bottom of the second, tied 1 apiece. Back now in Tampa Bay. Leading off, William Contreras. Hall back to work. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Mitchell hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Batting 7th, the right fielder,
Richie Palacios digs in now. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting 8, the center fielder, Johnny DeLuca.
Next to hit, Johnny DeLuca. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And first offering is fouled off.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Strike.
Got him. That K is his third of the game. Rays held in check here. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here at Tropicana Field. Now at the plate, Joseph Ortiz.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
And it is 2-1. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Rasmussen checks on first. Ortiz back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch. Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And that one handled. Throw to first in time. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the right fielder, Sal Frelick. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Now batting. Designated
and now it's Christian Yelich. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and
makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Brewers strand a couple. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers.
Williamson.
Late on that fastball.
No ball, 1 strike.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Shortened a bunt and missed it. It's 0-1. Bunting, and it's right in front of the plate. Not in time. That's a bunt single.
This is a big part of his skill set, and he puts himself into situations where he can rely on his speed to impact the ball game. And this is just another example of it, and we'll see what else he can do now that he's on first.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Jose Caballero. Ball 1, no strikes. Step off throw to first. And he's back safely. Here's the pitch. Runner goes.
Ball.
There's a ball.
Safe.
Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Man at second. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Line drive, Terang to first,
He's
2
out.
away.
The first baseman, number 2, Yandy Diaz.
So 2 down now, and here is Yandy Diaz. Doubled in his first AB.
With a runner at third, this is who they wanted to play. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
And now the 0-1. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. And this situation will keep a close eye on his approach.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back. New inning getting started. And now the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins. Clips the corner. That's strike 1.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Chorio takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Runner on the move, and there's a base hit. And 2 on now as they try to rally here.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Go ahead run on base. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. Golden opportunity right here. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. 1 runs in. Here comes the throw.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
The 1-0. Swings through that one for strike 1.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Next for the Brewers, Joseph Ortiz. Top of the zone for a strike and an even 100. Mitchell, the base runner at first with 1 out. And he grounds 1 to the right side. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Now it's Jansen to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Looked like it was a little bit up. Foul ball. 2 outs. Hit in the air, left field. Under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Brewers 3, the Rays 1. Bottom of the 4th, here's the second baseman, Jonathan Aranda. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Misses, and the count is 1-2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And gone. And this place is rocking. His 9th homer of the year. It's 3-2.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
1 out, base is empty. And now it's William Contreras. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
No strike.
That's inside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. They got it for out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And stepping in for the Rays, Richie Palacios. Popped out and foul ground first time through. Fastball is outside.
1-0.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Johnny DeLuca now at the plate. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters are performed up to this point. Rasmussen back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Comes up empty.
That was straight queso right there.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Palacios makes the grab, 1 down. So digging in, Sal Frelick. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0.
No strike.
Just missed.
That's too high.
Hit in the air, left field. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, bases empty. Here comes Christian Yelich. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound.
Pitching for
Andrew
the Rays,
Wentz on to pitch here,
number 60,
ready to make his season debut.
Andrew Wentz.
Not close with that one. 1-0. Yelich, a former MVP, 33 years old, and though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. Here's a 1-1. That's a little bit low.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Ben Williamson.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Fly ball down the line. Frelick running hard to get it. Hauls it in after a long run. And there's one away. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And a bunt towards third. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jose Caballero. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Hall keeping him close. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Ball misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Rays down by a run. Hall checks the runner, and he's back in safely.
Yeah, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Ball 3.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back, let your hands work, stay in the middle of the field.
Hit in the air, center field. Mitchell sizes this one up. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Tampa, and it's still a 3-2 ball game. Top of the 6th inning, and the batter now is Rhys Hoskins.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Ball, go.
And there's a ball.
2-1.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him way out front of the slurve. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
So up next, and the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Now on the mound for the Rays, Joe Ryan.
Number 41.
And this could be a tough first test for him right here. His numbers against lefties aren't great this season.
Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. Close, but called a ball. And now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch misses, and the count now even up. That one ripped. Nice grab.
They put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering upstairs. That clips the corner. Outside low, and that's ball 3.
Full count.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And that's fouled off. 0-1 down. That one fouled off. Castro leads off first with 2 down to the inning. The high heat, too much on that one. Another run for Milwaukee with the homer. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Second baseman, Jonathan Aranda.
Swings and misses. And that is strike one.
Well, these Rays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Jansen collects, fires to first, in time to get him. One away on the strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Swing and a ball line to center. And a base hit right there. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Waste no time there. It's so impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
William Contreras next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 2 in this one. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
The right fielder, number 1.
That ball was blasted, Boog, and as broadcasters, we can go weeks without seeing a ball hit 115 miles per hour, which is what StatCast tells us there. Man, he really got the bat through the zone and did not get cheated.
Yeah, that ball was absolutely smoked. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. D.L. Hall done for the night. Pretty good effort, and he exits with a lead. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Nick Mears.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
2 on, 1 out. Richie Palacios, the next to hit. 1 for 2. That one is absolutely belted. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around third. 1 runs in. The relay to third. The tag. And he's out. Johnny DeLuca next to hit for the Rays. Time call foul. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Cedric Mullins.
Cedric Mullins.
Up the middle. Fires over to Hoskins. And they get Mullins for the out. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. They get 2 and draw even again. We're through 6. Back now in Tampa Bay. Top of inning number 7. Danny Jansen to hit here.
Jansen.
That's a ball.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Ground ball right side and foul ball. That misses. 2-2. And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Up next for Milwaukee, the second baseman, Bryce.
This is Bryce Terang. He's already homered here in this one. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Joe Ryan will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the
Garrett
Rays,
Clevenger gets handed the rock
number
out of the
61.
pen.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Bases empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering upstairs. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. Foul ball there. That one not close. And 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
The wind and the pitch. Up and in, and it's 2-2. And there's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Yelich stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt, blocked. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Contreras gathers, throws to first, got him. Inning over on the strikeout. So a job well done by the Rays bullpen. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. And we are tied 4-4. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The third baseman, Ben Williamson.
Outside low, ball 1. Time call. On the ground right side. Terang over to first in time. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, the left fielder, Shendler.
Here's the left fielder. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Popped up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Caballero at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And that misses. Yeah, the count even 1-1. late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
One, two now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Rays retired in order. Nothing doing for Tampa. This game's all tied at 4.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Mason Miller.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Hoskins in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swing and a miss at a slider. 0-2. On the ground, and it's off the bag. No play. That's an infield single.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question.
Chourio in the box now. Takes strike 1. That one missed. This one in the air. Diaz brings it in. And there's one down. So digging in, Garrett Mitchell. Fastball for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
1 away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. And that one clips the corner. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Blew the express right by his back for strike 3.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
So 2 down now, and here is Willie Castro. Late swing, foul to the left. Tied at 4. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Got him swinging. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. And we are tied 4-4. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Abner Uribe. And here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. And there's the strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit-by pitch to lead off the inning. No outs. Runner at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jonathan Aranda. 0 for 3 in this one.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Jared Koenig getting loose out there. Hudson getting cranked up as well. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now it's the DH, Junior Caminero. He's already homered in this game. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
No ball.
2 down, nobody on.
Strike.
Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there's a foul ball. Chases that one out of the zone. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. Rays held in check here. Still all square at 4 apiece.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Rays.
and on the mound is the closer, Pete Fairbanks. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Inside, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And there's the strike. Edge of the zone for a strike. 1 and 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Four in the 9th. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Makes the grab, 1 away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
And that one is downstairs, and the count is 1 and 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
1 down, base is empty. And a breaking ball misses outside. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off-speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Way back there. It's gone! Danny Jansen hits one out. It's 5-4. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. And first offering is fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. To the right side, Diaz steps on first for the out. Now it's the right fielder, Sal Freeland.
Number 10, Sal Freeland.
There's a strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the 9th. Pitch misses. Now 1-2. Popped up. And that is that. And some late inning drama here in the ninth as this homer gives them the lead. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Major League Baseball. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Trevor McGill.
He's got some of the best swing and miss stuff going right now. He's striking out hitters at a very high rate this year, so this should be fun to watch.
And now he'll ask for time and step out of the box. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Rays, Stephen Kwan.
And he would be the tying run boot, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
No balls, 1 strike.
And that misses. 1-1. Facing a closer that delivers big-time velocity.
Well, normally against a big arm with this kind of velocity, you look for the ball down because the fastball up is a little hard to catch up to. But he's shown really good plate discipline by not offering at that last pitch down.
Outside low. Yeah, that's ball 2.
That's a really good take.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
Late with the swing there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. Good eye right there.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a ground ball. Terang. Down to the last out for the Rays.
Those plays can be tricky and routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Cedric Mullins next to hit for the Rays. Mullins swinging it much better this season in away games than here at home. Fouled off. He was late. Lifted to left, and this should do it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers take game 1 of the series on the road.
Well, you take a tie ball game into the ninth on the road, you know that you've got some work to do. You got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today. Very well played ball game. Get this